Hey family, we have a new crew tier with exclusive members only polls, messages, and content. We already have some videos live, like our skeleton key reading, a spirit animal bird reading, so I'll see you on the other side of the Onyx Key. Make sure you hit the join button so you can go deeper down this experience with me. Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So we're back with another pick a card reading. It's timeless, it's love-based. We're gonna see your secret admirer. So who has a secret crush on you, their next move, things like that. And I'm really excited because it's been a while since I've done a collective reading. I've been working on some things with memberships. So if you're paying attention to the video and the things in the description box, we have a new membership tier. We have the Onyx Key, and what better way to launch that than with a skeleton key reading. And if I'm feeling a little saucy, there may even be some other goodies live. For now, that's going to be our only exclusive content tier. We will build on that. I did see you guys' feedback in the poll I made a while back where I asked like what you were most excited about. I do want to get to some of those hyper personalized topics. That's something we will build on. Maybe that'll be a different tier, but for now this Onyx Key is live with some exclusive content for you guys that are interested. Okay, so we're gonna keep rolling with it. Not much is gonna change on the channel regarding the collective readings. It's just there's gonna be some exclusive content on top of that. All right, so for those of you that are new, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I read a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in a lesson and a journey. And I say that because I'm talking about memberships. Some people are new. This is one of the videos that you guys favor more. Some of you that are only come once a month, once every couple of months, you come for this video. I just want to remind you of that, especially if you follow us to memberships, okay? Now, for those of you that are visually impaired, or if you like to choose based on me describing each pile, we're going to do that now. And I'll also hold it back up for those of you that like to see. Pile number 1 is the Yuletide Camellia. I can't talk today. It's very early. Pile number 2 is the Christmas Holly Wreath. Pile number 3 is our classic red rose. And then pile number 4 is the gold and red poinsettia. Okay? I'll give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile 1, let's see who has a secret crush on you. Their next move, my Yuletide Camellia. All right, for those of you that are new, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson and the journey. I'm getting the rasp immediately. I hydrated. I prepared myself for this reading. I know it's a little bit early, but I don't normally get a rasp like that unless I step into a pile where one of you's sick, right? Or someone's like having throat chakra issues. Because I'm not under the weather. I feel amazing, actually. I actually feel great. I've been getting ahead on a lot of different things. So what I want to do is I'm going to get it out of the way. I feel like this is one of the piles that is going to be a little bit judgy. I am using the Horror Oracle. I know it's more of a Halloween-esque deck, but it is a fall-winter themed deck. And it wanted to come out in that skeleton key reading, so maybe those of you picking this really need to check out memberships. That's not me plugging, trying to get you guys to pay. It's just there are genuine messages over there. For members, if that's something that calls you, if it doesn't call you, leave it alone. Straight up. But this deck has been wanting to talk, and I don't know why it wants to be here, but when I hesitated before starting your pile, I was like, I'm not going to use this deck because I just don't want it. I don't feel like it's the right vibe. I pulled a card to see. I got combination and animal, and it felt like I heard the words 2 people with a pet. So it may be 2 people that have a pet. Like it could be 2 different people and they each have a pet, or it could be a couple, 2 people that share a pet that are all up in your stuff. and that could be good or bad because this is a secret admirer reading. So even though we lead with who you're most interested in and who you're most interested in, as well as like love, because I couldn't even remember. So I'm hoping that this is not going to want to be one of those piles where yeah, I think I'm going to put this deck back. Some of you just needed that clarification. So combination and animal, maybe a couple with a pet that share a pet, and then we've got someone that has like boogeyman energy that has a cat. Those are people that are secretly admiring you, but I want to stay on topic because I do not have a lot of time. So we're going to skip it. Those of you that wanted to know if that's people that are watching you. All right. All right. Let's step into the right type of energy. You know what? I think I might have awakened something. Ooh, I may take this same thumbnail or maybe make another one for memberships and do a general secret admirer reading. You may have, like I'm talking about it, like I'm planning as I go. This may be my pile of being ahead of things, because if you see it on the channel in memberships, when this is uploaded, that means you're that group that's ahead. Should definitely join the membership. Affection and the rose. Okay, maybe you're going to that pile. Do what you want. Good for you if it resonates. But the person that you would be interested in on a romantic level feels a lot of affection for you. They may be connected to that red rose pile. You may get more clarity there. There's more than one red rose on the channel, so roses could just be relevant in general, if that makes sense. Okay, and I have dreams, royal fern. So yellow gold, you could be the pile that picks those things. Okay, that could be your thing. Dreams and affection. This is someone that dreams of being very affectionate with you. Like it's very literal. It's someone that may be having dreams of you. It's someone that may see you as like their dream partner, someone that thinks of you a lot, but very sweet, very gentle spirit this person has. I don't know how they come across day to day, but this person, as I develop them further, just you need to keep in mind, this is a dreamer. This is a very lovey-dovey, affectionate person, very attractive person, very regal kind of energy with that rose and the royal fern. A letter R could be relevant in some way, but yeah, I mean, just an overall sweet vibe of this person. So let me pull the tarot. Let me pull the tarot. I really do think I'm gonna do that video, the one that's let me tweak the thumbnail and make that video. That may be the one I do. And what I'll do is I won't limit it to love when I put it on memberships, because people on memberships are better responsive to that type of message. Okay, tell me who's secret minds on one. Something about this person is a strategist. This person plans. As this person's doing things day to day, they like try to figure out their next move, their next step. That's why I mentioned like this pile of being ahead. Like that could be you, but it could also be this person, depending on where you are energetically. Because since I've stepped into this pile, I'm like planning, thinking about other things I'm going to do with membership. This person might have a business. They may have projects they're working on, because they're like, yeah, no, I'm going to do this next. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to tweak this. I'm going to add that. Like that's kind of this person. So whoever you know that's like that you know there's like, you could see yourself being a little bit interested in, that person would be interested in you. I've got a King of Wands. Look at that. A creative. He's got the microphone and things like that. Like someone that's, you know, a planner, might be very good at communicating, maybe a speaker of some kind, maybe a writer. I've got the High Priestess here. Get one more. Some of you, I get the vibe that this person is very active, may have like a bit of a masculine edge. It's not gender specific, just someone that's very I heard the word confrontational, but that's not the word I want to use at all. It's a word, the word I'm trying to use is like active, like direct, right? A little bit direct, not cold or harsh, but just like, hey, this is what we should be doing. This is like kind of what I got going on. No, I don't have time for that. Thanks for asking. Like, you know what I mean? Like very clear. And for some reason, this person's very active side seems to be a little bit under wraps. So it feels like the type of person that's like that. You don't really get, you have to get to know them to really see this very active, creative, expressive side, if that makes sense. So whoever that is, we've got the Chariot here. This is definitely someone that's very active with the bike, someone that moves around a lot. The King of Wands is a very active energy. The High Priestess is someone that could be very intuitive, very spiritual, someone that is a dreamer, that does live in their head a lot, but like not in their head to their detriment. Like it's someone that would be able to create and build in the external world because they have that energy of the King of Wands and even that Chariot, right? Someone that craves comfort, someone that's very family oriented, very in tune with their emotions and their feminine side, if that makes sense. So at the bottom here, I've got that Nine of Swords. It's someone that's a deep thinker. They do think a lot. They think a lot. They overthink. They overreact. They have a lot of anxiety. And that would actually make sense here based on all of the good things I've said about this person, why they're a secret admirer. This is not someone that knows how to go for a person they're attracted to on a romantic level, because they think a lot, they plan a lot, they strategize a lot. And to be quite frank, it appears to be a person that has so much going on that they don't even have time to sit with their feelings enough to figure out how to move and pursue someone. Like it feels like they've got, like, for example, it's someone that's like, okay, I've got this job and I've also got these hobbies and I've also got these extracurricular things that I'm participating in, and like I've got so much going on that, yeah, I'm attracted to that Yuletide Camellia, but I don't even have enough time to see if the Yuletide Camellia is attracted to me back, or even when I'm going to see the Yuletide Camellia, or like how to approach, like where do I fit that in the hustle bustle of me, right? Like this is kind of what I've got going on right here on this pile. So let me pull, and they think about it a lot. This is actually someone that thinks about you a lot at night when they finally wind down. That's when they reflect, okay? So like I said, you will know who I'm talking about. And if not, I do tend to lead with the most dominant person that you would be most interested in, that's most likely to step into the 3D. Because if we're predicting, because there's always possibilities. It could be 5, 6, 10 people that are interested in you that you may be open to. But if none of them are going to do anything, I mean, I guess you still would want to know. But me, the reader, I like to be more practical in my reading of, okay, where are you gonna get some action, right? Where is it gonna benefit you in some way? Full moon in Capricorn, the end of a tough cycle approaches. So it does feel like someone, they may be a little anxious, they may be stressed out. It does feel like a busy bee. If this person is, it just feels like once something in their life settles, that's when they'll be more inclined for you to see who this is. If you don't know, like if you're like, I don't know, I know a lot of people like that, like this is me, so everyone around me is like that. Well, the specific person, it feels like once they stabilize, right? Because full moon in Capricorn does happen around it, actually at the beginning of summer, around Cancer season. We do have Cancer. This could be someone with Cancer placements, okay? So let me see. Yeah, full moon eclipse, conclusions are within reach. If we do have some eclipses coming up in 2025, those could be relevant time periods. What's this? Let me see if I can slide you up. Yeah, look at you. Okay, so summertime and around those eclipses next year, for those of you watching real time, or if you're watching in that time, right? Those just seem to be relevant times of year, right? The end of a tough cycle approaches, conclusions are within reach. It just feels like this person's got their eye on a prize, and it's like, you know what, I'm very interested in this Yuletide Camellia. I really want to go for it, but I have some things to take care of, some things to clean up first. If anything, it doesn't necessarily feel like someone that's hiding. It feels like someone that's not really addressing their interest in you just because like they're doing other stuff, right? Like very, very busy, right? If anything, it feels like, if I'm being quite frank, this person feels like they think you're hiding your feelings for them. Like it feels like someone that's very intuitive and aware enough to know, like, okay, the Yuletide Camellia might because I don't know how you're behaving towards this person, but my table feels like they're worried because they feel like they've noticed an energy shift in you and your behavior towards them. And they're hoping that it's not, like they're worried that it doesn't impact their chances of actually being with you, because it doesn't feel like someone that has the time or energy to dedicate to you quite yet. It feels like a wait for me energy a little bit. And this person seems to feel like concerned that, like, I hope when I clean this up that the Yuletide Camellia is still interested in me, or maybe this is past energy, like you were engaged with this person, they weren't engaged with you, not because of a lack of interest, but genuinely like not there, like on the go, if that makes sense. Because I would never encourage you guys to wait or deal with somebody that's just like acting funny, but it feels like, you know how we always say if someone's interested in you, they'll make time. I do believe that to a certain degree, but not like beginner, I just met you vibes. I feel like this is a person that maybe you met at like the busiest part of their life they've ever had or something like that, if that makes sense. And in them not having that time to like acknowledge that they like you. Like let's say you were at school. I like the school example. You took classes together and this person probably was like, I need to finish, like I'm behind, I failed a couple classes, I don't know this person's life, and now they're taking like 8 classes. People do that, some, like, you know what I mean, just to like get by, to catch up, because you know you missed out on the 1, 2, whatever you did, and now you got to do, you don't want to be behind. This person did not have time for you. It doesn't matter how much they liked you, you know what I'm saying? So examples like that is what I mean. For those of you that are young and in school, and those of you that are grown and out working, you know, like if this person's up for like a major promotion, they do not like this, like this is the thing I've been working for my entire life, my entire career. Meeting someone you think is attractive is not gonna take your attention from that. It should not. I don't know that you would want a partner that would move like that, because that's not stable, right? So that's kind of what it feels like. So this person feels like you may have pulled your energy back and misinterpreted them as not interested or not as engaged, but it was a thing of timing. I don't know, but conclusions are within reach. The end of a tough cycle approaches. I know I kind of rambled a little bit because like the energy threw me off, because this person's thinking a lot. Like it's kind of like this person is racking their brain, like, okay, I wonder what's going on. I wonder if this person's mad at me. I wonder if they think I'm not interested. I wonder if they moved on. Like that's kind of how the mind is going for this personality that's on my table. Like I'm like really stressed out. Like when they finally get a moment, like, man, I wonder if the Yuletide Camellia is gonna like text me back if I message them to see like how they're doing, or like why don't they come to the coffee shop anymore? Like I guess they just got tired of like seeing me, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, shocking separation. That's what I've got to. The letter S could be relevant. I mentioned, I'm like, they don't come back, they don't come to the coffee shop anymore. Like why don't they come to the coffee shop? If you stop going somewhere, or if they stopped going somewhere and when they started coming back, you started acting funny. That's the thing, right? Separation, sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. I told you this person's uncertain and they're a little worried that you're gonna be, that either you are acting funny, that you will act funny, that you misinterpreted them as acting funny. Whoever this scenario would be, because I know I'm describing a lot of this person's thoughts and feelings, I think this is going to give you a clear picture on who it is. So we got shock, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, and transformation. So those are all key themes. I'm going to pull one more in the bottom because I just feel called to. There we go. Sunglasses, watching, looking, perception, stalking. Well, they are definitely secretly admiring you. The letter S is a thing, okay? They may wear sunglasses. We got abundance, positive mindset, manifest gratitude, bliss, and blessings. Excuse me, y'all. I don't know what's going on with my voice. I think it's this person's like really worried about what to say and how to say it. That's what it feels like. So I mean, it does feel like someone that's really abundant, that's stepping into abundance. And as they're feeling abundant, a la these 2 cards here, they're feeling like they want to engage you. This is someone that, I don't know how you know this person. It's going to be different. Share in the comments for me. they're watching you actively in whatever way they can. So if that's just them asking about you with mutual friends, if you have social media, definitely watching you there. Like that's 100% the case. If you share a class together and you just, I don't know, you decided, well, they're not interested, let me not get in their way, I'm going to sit across the room, they watch you across the room. I don't know what the scenario is, but that's just the thing. And something about the distance is surprising and has this person wondering, right? Like if you initiate, especially if it was you that initiated the distance, like if this person was busy and you took them as disinterested, which no reason for you to just hang out and wait for somebody to do their stuff when you could be doing yours, right? I always tell you guys to do that. But if you were like, well, you know what, this person's super busy, let me just move around and do some things I got to worry about my own life, or maybe I'll just move on and do something else completely. This person felt that. Like it surprised them, not in a they didn't think you would like live your life kind of way, but like it shocked them as like, oh, I hope Power One, the Yuletide Camellia, doesn't think that I'm not interested. That's not it at all. I'm just like struggling right now. You know what I mean? Like that's whatever's happening. So yeah, let me pull. I'm gonna pull Melanin Pop because I've got her here. I got 2 decks and I'm gonna close you guys out. So I got a lot. This person's feeling a lot. They're thinking a lot, whoever this is, and it is a distinct person. Remember what I told you, because I do want to do a secret. I did have it on my mind. I was gonna do like a secret admirer reading that is love and other things intentional based for the memberships. Thank you for reminding me of that. This pile is reminding me of that because, again, that deck wanted to come out and it wanted me to basically tell you guys about all the random other people. So this is how we got all kinds of other people watching you, admiring in your business, whatever, okay? Tell me about this specific person. We got King of Wands and a High Priestess. This is someone with a very loud energy. They may have like a dark vibe. Like the King of Wands here is kind of like a rock vibe, right? So that could be this person's style. That could be this person's energy. They could wear a lot of black. Some of you, I feel like this is a person that is very multifaceted. They can be very dark, moody, or they can be like this bright light. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same energy, but just in opposite polarities. And this doesn't have to be bad. Like this moody vibe doesn't have to be shadow. It's like it could just be like a dominant, very Mars, Scorpio-esque action-based energy. And this feels more like Leo, right? So that's kind of where we are with it. But this person does attract a lot of attention with energy vampire. This person attracts a lot of energy vampires. But this person does seem to have a little bit of a spotlight, a lot of attention, for better for worse. That could be why the person doesn't have time. If they have a spotlight on them in the worst way, like they have to perform and do certain things, whatever it is, right? Academic, career, just life. That's why the focus is there. Especially when we talk about being a performer and it being incredibly draining. This person's got a lot on their plate. That's what I'm getting. But this person's also, this is going to be someone that, and you'll know, because I feel like this is a person with it heavy on their mind and heart. They're going to say some of this at least. Yeah, I mean, they should, because this feels like a pile of distance as well, right? When we got separation, like it's, if the separation ends, quote unquote, crossing paths and certain things like that, then it'll work out. But this feels like a person that's like, I hope Power One didn't take me for like an energy vampire as draining. Because this combination feels like someone that may feel used for whatever reason. So like I'm using my school example and I'll keep it. If this person, some of you, this person may think that you used them to help, like they use you to help them study. Like I use the example of someone that's like struggling in school, right? And like maybe you tutored them or something like that, and then like there was a mutual interest, but like they're like, no, I still got to pass all these finals. Well, you know, they may feel like you think you took them to use them, and I don't know. It feels like a miscommunication. Alien, unique, misunderstood, unknowns, mystery, intriguing. Yeah, a lot of confusion, misunderstood energy. If you know who this is, maybe clear things up if you're interested still. if you know who this is, because it's always a polarity and you feel like you're on the other end of that, clear it up with that person so that they don't think, because it feels like a weird miscommunication vibe. I'm not going to keep trying to interpret it like that. You guys know what I mean? Because I don't want to make it extra unnecessarily long for just because this person's a little bit antsy, and in them being antsy, it's making them a little more awkward. That may be how you see this person. They may start acting weird because now they're really uncomfortable and awkward because they think that they offended you. Or they may be trying to figure out if they should be offended by you. Like, you get what I'm saying? Depending on where you fall. That's the weird vibe. So let me see. Because I also see a polarity where this person may like feel used, maybe wondering like, okay, like did Pile One use me to get ahead? Like if you're the really busy one, this person could be like, so like did Pile, like did the Yuletide Camellia use me to get ahead and like help them study and help them pass, so that, and then just kind of like were they pretending to be my friend and things like that? Like, I don't know. Y'all got weird energy on my table. Y'all better talk to these people and figure out, because this all feels like something that could be easily sorted out with conversations, because I don't think this person would come on my table as a person you would be interested in if they had those types of intentions towards you. Because the one deck that wanted to come on the table to expose a bunch of people that I probably feel like you wouldn't want to hear about, because it is the Horror Oracle, I put that back, and then this person came out when I stepped into my true intention. So yeah, because look, you got life partner and devotion. Number 2 could be relevant in some way. But this person is someone that you can enjoy life with wholeheartedly. You two can get through anything together. Yeah, miscommunication. So we got devotion, a dedicated partner whose love is unconditional and eternal. Like to see it. Let me see what's at the bottom. Telepathy, pay attention to the telepathic messages that are being sent and received this time. Some of you, it's kind of a thing like this person's like thinking of you, they're hoping you're thinking of them. That anxiety of the mind with the 9 of Swords. You may be dreaming of this person may be dreaming of you. Okay, but they feel like you're connected, right? This person is very like I think if there is physical distance, and when you see this person, if they realize there's no weird energy, or if the weird energy is cleared up, they're going to be very affectionate in a way that's going to let you know, oh, okay, this is my person that Onyx was telling me about. Shout out to Onyx. I love it. But right now there seems to be something that needs to be cleared up. So whoever would misinterpret you as feeling used by them, or if you feel used by them, or they feel used by you unintentionally, so on your end, whatever that weird stuff is, because I use that school example for a reason. I did. And look, attraction, finances, and career, that's a thing. And Capricorn is the sign that kind of rules working and your career, and like, because it's 10th house, right? It's a sign of the 10th house of your career, social status, reputation, and things like that. So that's the person. This person is very much driven in that. Definitely someone you helped before or helped you before. We have past life connection. You've known each other before. So this is someone you know actively. This is someone you actively know. You've engaged before on some level where this weird energy could exist. Like there's a very specific situation and circumstance on my table where the weird energy exists. Okay. You deserve love. You are lovable. And it's kind of like a vibe of this person's like, I don't want Pile One to feel that way if it's them. And it's like, should I feel that way if it's them? You know what I mean? Because I keep mentioning the polarity. So one thing this pile definitely needs is advice. I'm going to pull this advice and close you out. I have a tons of other readings on the channel. I have tons of roses on the channel as well. So definitely go, must be the truth. Okay, my attention's being called here. Give me a moment, guys. I'm sorry. I dropped the deck. And you know what? I'm glad I did, because it's doing the weird thing where it's got reversals already in it. Y'all know I don't like that. I do not like that. So let me correct you really quick. My attention was being called to is that High Priestess card. For whatever reason, the pineapples, okay? There's pineapples, I think, yeah, those are pineapples on her shirt, blouse, whatever. So I think I have those a pile there. I do. Pineapples are yellow gold. They are. So maybe that's your pile. Go to the dream readings. And then I mentioned those roses as well. So give me your advice. Leadership. Take the initiative to clear it up. I said it. Take the initiative, right? Leadership could also be relevant to whatever work, because there is an abundant thing here. We did get like a card about career and social status and things like that. Like, work on that, clear that up. But take the initiative. It feels like this is a pile of, this is someone maybe you could take the initiative with. Like if you feel like this person would feel used by you, then you definitely need to clear that up. And I'm going to say that as the reader, just to make it easier, because everyone's all confused in this pile. You, them, whoever. Because I feel like you know exactly who this is based on the energy. If you feel used by this person and you're not sure if you should, I would always advise you to leave it alone. Like, oh, well, maybe this person, like, because if you don't know, then I don't like that uncertainty. Leave it alone, because it could be a shadow of someone possibly taking advantage, right? If you feel like I keep hearing the word inadvertently. I don't know if that's even the right word. Like, if you unintentionally, like, were in a situation where life was just happening and you reflect on it, you feel like this person you're interested in might have pulled away because they thought you were moving funny. It's easier for you to say, hey, like, what's going on, and check in, right? It's easier in that, especially those of you that are young in school. Y'all see each other all the time, okay? We got finding love. See, I told you, take the initiative to find love. If you're interested in this person, because I think some of you picking this pile, yes, this person is actively watching you with the sunglasses. They are interested. The energy between you two is just weird, okay? Because this is your advice, is to take the initiative in finding love, okay? So that is all I have for you today, my pile number 1. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join the crew, especially now that we've got a lot of exclusive content coming to the channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 2, my Christmas holly wreath. Who has a secret crush on you and their potential next move? So for those of you that are new, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson and the journey. This is a really excited pile. So excited. I've split my decks and I'm gonna get to it. Here we've got this beautiful divine union here, wanting to be seen. At the bottom of my overview, I have the daisy and the peacock. I do have daisies on the channel, a variety of scents in this very series. There's a playlist, but the peacock, maybe those are your piles, but something about this person that is secretly admiring you is very childlike innocence. Like, this is the definition of crush energy. Like, this is so, like, I only a handful of times in doing these readings do I get like pure crush, like someone that is just crushing on you hard energy. I get like couples, I get people that are interested in you, I get people that you're dealing with, but this doesn't necessarily feel like someone you're actively dealing with, or have, at least not on that level, because it feels very innocent, very pure. Okay, so let me get your card and we'll keep rocking and rolling. If you are new, I like to point out piles that the decks send you to, because I do have a lot of content on the channel to sort through, and if you need help choosing your piles, that may support you. A lot of people say that it is accurate, especially as we launch memberships. There's a lot of free content on the channel as well, but I do want to support you guys that may or may not be able to find you a place within the membership section of the channel. We're not really going to change too much on this side. There's just going to be some extras for those that it makes sense for, right? So let me get a card. Who is secretly admiring my Christmas? Holly reads my nose is itching. Someone could have allergies. Yes, my grandmother. That's somebody wanting to see you. So this person definitely wants to see you. Fine, I'll take it. It came from pile 1, affection, the rose. How, I don't know, but we're not gonna fight back, because this is a pile that's like, get to it. This person's really antsy, really excited, like, let's get to it, let's get to it. I wouldn't be surprised if this person isn't a secret for very much longer. They're really antsy, really excited, and we've got that affectionate rose. Okay, inspiration. So something about this person, you may see them as inspiring, but they've been inspired by something just in general when it comes to you and their desire to be more affectionate with you. I mentioned that this is a pile that truly feels like pure crush, right? Like someone that, you know, I'll even call a crush someone that you've been on a few outings with, right? But like there's nothing exclusive about it. Maybe not even deep conversations yet, just that spark of intrigue that you get when you're interested in someone new. It just feels very, very new, okay? But they've been inspired by something. So where is the deck? Okay, we're gonna do this out of order. This person may be maybe a little bit of a creator. They may be a little bit quirky, because I'm going to grab the Moonology deck before the tarot. Alright, my pile number 2. Who's secretly admiring my Christmas holly wreath? Maturing energy. Bring love into the situation. Moon and Aquarius. So Aquarius season may be relevant. That will be winter. Okay. Anytime in a timeless sense when it's cold outside. Okay. Aquarius energy is also that quirky, innovative spirit of doing things different, being unique. It's the sign that rules inspiration, right? So this person could have Aquarius placements, or something about them, they're very different in that way. It's kind of a rebel-esque energy. Aquarius is a sign of like technology and networks, right? So like, I know you hear the word some of you, this technology could be very, very relevant, but like networks and technology go hand in hand, because it's all about things that are connected, right? And when we talk about socially, the sign of Aquarius rules the 11th house of your extended networks, right? Your acquaintances, people you know by means of what you're connected to, who you're connected to in all of your external endeavors, right? Like community work, professional work, academics, right? Those are those people. So this could be how you know this person. This could be how this person's connecting with you. But something about this pile is loud. It's like the innocence of shouting from the rooftops. It's giving romantic at heart, if that makes sense, right? A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. That is a moon that happens. Capricorn season. I mentioned winter, right? So this is the launch of winter, middle of winter. So as winter really is taking form, this is the time frame, okay? Whether we're talking about current or incoming, depending on where you're finding this reading in a timeless sense, because we do have a personal issue reaches resolution and bringing love into the situation. This person kind of seems to have it all figured out, how they're going to do things, how they're going to proceed. They seem very confident with the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is very giddy energy. It's a person that's really giddy. I don't know why, okay? So that could be their personality, or something could be putting them in a giddy spirit. Could be the holiday season. Affection, bringing love into the situation. Temperance. So Temperance, it is a card of alchemy, right? It is a card of alchemy. It's a card of kind of moderating energy. Now, it's ruled by Sagittarius, which is expansion and things like that, and learning and all of the things. But what I see Temperance, it's someone that's pretty much even keel and having things under control. So maybe that's how you see this person, and something about their kind of stable, moderating spirit is a spark, like, oh, I'm giddy, I'm excited. Some of you, it's literally the spirit of their interest in you that has this person super giddy. That's not necessarily their nature, but like, you know how sometimes like people are like, oh, you know, I met this person and they made me feel young again, things like that. That's what I'm getting from this person. It's a very light pile and a very sweet energy. Like, it's such a sweet spirit of a pile. Yeah. Okay, I'll take that. Lots of fire, because that is strength, which is ruled by Leo. Okay. So while Sagittarius is a very passionate, expansive, traveling energy, Leo is one of personality. It's solar energy. It's joy. It's pleasure. It's honestly the sign that rules romance in its literal form. Okay, this person's feeling a very strong certainty on you, their interest in you, and the way that they're going to go about the crush. It feels like going for it, not in a chaotic way. It feels like a very excited, I'm going for it. It feels like a very even kill. I'm just gonna ask them for their number. Like, it doesn't feel like this person's gonna do anything chaotic or dramatic. It's kind of like, I'm just gonna ask them for their number, or I'm gonna ask their friend for their number. Okay. But I like it. I love this energy. It feels like when you step outside on a cool day and you breathe in the air, that's how it feels. It's so sweet. So let me see. My Christmas holly wreath. High Priestess. Hey, you got all three major arcana. So we got Sagittarius, Leo, and Pisces. The High Priestess talks about that quiet, unseen energy. Kind of is a little bit of a low-key vibe. Temperance and High Priestess feels like honestly, all three of those is a low-key vibe. So what I think I needed to make sure you know, I'll look at this in a second. What I need to make sure you know is this person's, there's a spark, there's something lighting under this person and inspiration, because temperance, moderating, easygoing. Strength is a silent strength. It's not like overwhelming, overpowering strength. It's the strength of patience. Okay, the strength of discernment, the strength of I'm not moving, right? And the High Priestess is that knowing all the unseen, very quiet energy. So that's probably this person's demeanor. Something about the Five of Cups, I don't know if it's like a fear of loss, a fear of lack, that you see the cups that are broken here. This person kind of, it may be lighting a fire under this person, because Five of Cups is not a good, it's like regret. Okay. Some of you, it's as simple as you met this person for the first time. You saw them for the first time ever last week. You caught them off guard because they're not used to being interested in people, or maybe they felt like they connected with you. You know what? We do have that divine union. They probably like, oh, I never liked someone at first sight like this before. That's cute. And they didn't know how to take it. So they probably feel like they fumbled the opportunity. Well, if you see them next weekend, they'll be like, not acting as awkward. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it depends. Okay, so where am I gonna pull next? I'm gonna pull from this one. That's what we're gonna do. But this, regardless of where you find, because I am leading with the pure crush, because I get excited when I see those guys. I hardly ever get it that clean and clear. Those of you where you're dating someone, attached to someone, and it feels like them coming through, like I've described their personality or I've given you their placements, that Five of Cups is taking a person with a very still, very unwavering energy, and it's kind of putting them into action a little bit. We got a Phoenix, and that doesn't have to have anything to do with you. The Five of Cups doesn't have to have anything to do with you. Like, some of you, this is a person that is naturally having it all together, and they're just having to be a little more Aquarius like, free spirited like in nature due to whatever circumstances, because that's a descriptor, right? Like, I'm not saying this is your situation by any means. I'm saying there's someone that normally has it all the way together. They're very temperance, strength, high priestess minded, and whatever loss is making them have to just go out on inspiration. I heard go out on a prayer and just live life, if that makes sense. So separation, sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. That could be a theme. Give me more. I think I'll take 3 from this deck. I will take 3 from this deck. I've got incoming energy, key on a ring, many options, unconventional, one night stand, string along. We've got self-indulgence, self-worth, value, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Let me see. What is that? So, you know, this may be, okay, so I'm going to be honest with you. Some of you, this person's very jealous. That's a little bit of their nature, okay? Whether it's brand new or not. And if you don't know that, because I mean, if it's a brand new person, you wouldn't know that. But I'm letting you know that because that's key to finding out. Like, the jealousy is how you find out who this is if you are not knowing. If that makes sense? Because it's truly a secret admirer reading, and I'm helping you identify someone on a table. And if you don't know who it is now, and even if you walk away from this pile not quite knowing who this is, you'll know when they confidently step through, because this is a fear of you having options and like the realization that they could miss out, whatever stage of the connection, if that makes sense. So yeah, clock, needing time, cycles, takes time to heal, progressing. This is someone, because you got time to heal 2 times, right? So this is someone that's kind of healing and working on their shadow and needing time. It could be someone that keeps putting off engaging you, putting off furthering the connection, because it's going to be a variety of you here, right? This could be someone from your past that was just very slow moving and not budging and ended up losing you as a result, depending on, you know, where you are in your journey, right? Some of you, this could be more than one person on my table. All right. So let me see. But it's all about time and taking time. I've got give me space. Could be someone you've taken space from, or that took space from you. Some of you, it's someone that took space from you, didn't expect you to have options. I heard that. Like one of the people on the table. Let me see. Give me more. Who's secretly admiring my pile number 2? My Christmas holly wreath. That main dominant inspiration, light-hearted, flirtatious crush energy feels like someone, we do have long distance, travel, time apart. That is kind of a little bit Sagittarius energy. So could be someone that travels a lot. Some of you, this is a person that travels a lot, okay? They move around a lot. They got a lot going on. They may travel for work specifically. And that's the thing, okay? Or you may live in different places and there's distance between the two of you, okay? And that's the concern, is the distance or the traveling and the way you may handle that. Does that make sense? That's what I'm getting. Because this just seems like someone that's worried that you have options. It feels like a very jealous, this Christmas holly wreath got options. They're going to be with somebody else. Like, that's kind of what it is. It's almost like someone realized that, like, ooh, yeah, the incoming energy of sadness. That's what I'm saying. It's like, what's this distance? Like, I'm traveling, you're traveling, someone's traveling, or there's just distance in general, and it's the sadness of the separation. Letter S could be relevant. Y'all let me know. I feel like that came out in the first pile. What's that S that's stepping in both piles? Okay. So let me see. I'll get one more on the bottom. Here we go. We got birth, pregnancy, new projects, children, new love. I told you, new love, crush, flirtatious energy. And I've got this athlete. So someone that moves around a lot of activity, lots of energy, lots of traveling, okay? It says dedication, training, hobby, talent, active games, sports. That may be how you connect. That may be how you know each other. You may participate in something together. My nose is still doing the itchy thing. That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, there's this certain, I see the energy on this table, because this combination still feels like what I'm seeing up here. It's that distance and that separation, or that fear of distance and separation, kind of creating a spark of sadness, because this feels like a person that needs to be stimulated to do things, right? So like, it feels like the inspiration is oh, that Five of Cups of loss, like the Christmas holly wreath, I have to remember which pile you were, is gonna live their life or see somebody else, and I want to get my shot. Because this is my one pile so far that feels like my pure crush, okay? And even then, my early stages and things like that. Because the reality is, if you're connected and you're choosing this pile, it's still the same vibe. It's a partner that's probably been dragging their feet for some time, and it's like, when's the next step? It's like, you've been together for a while, like, when are you gonna have kids? Oop, but speed, I'm talking too much. When are you gonna have kids? When are you gonna get married? Somebody might not even want kids, you know what I'm saying? Might not be sure they want kids. When are we getting married? Things like that. Or, oh, we've got kids, when are we getting married? Like, it just feels like that would be the confusion of the attachment side. Because the attachment side most likely wouldn't be light, because this is a secret admirer reading. So there would need to be some type of conflict for your attachments to be secretly admiring you. Because you just, if you're together, you're together. You know what I'm saying? So I don't say that to be negative. I just making sure everyone's cognizant of the videos that they're picking. All right. All right. Let me pull from this one. I got 2 more decks and I'm going to close it out. But I think I gave you enough information to see who this is. And I'm being honest with you, even if not, you'll know, because of the jealousy. I'm being told the jealousy is what will expose the secret admirer. Because even if this is like a friend that you're not sure is interested in you, it's the jealousy that will expose it. But this person is very jealous. I'm hearing the jealousy is how you'll discover this person is interested in you. That's chaotic, but you know what? At least you'll find out. At least this person seems, they seem like the type of person that needs to control things. And so it makes sense that they would be jealous in situations they don't feel like they have control over. Like if they don't know where they stand with you, they would like, they would definitely be jealous. I'm not saying this person isn't, because I'm not looking for that. This is a secret admirer reading, but I don't want you to be like, ooh, jealousy is not cute, because depending on the extremity of it, it cannot be cute, but it feels like an energy of someone that's not sure where they stand with you. So it's creating a lack of confidence in a way that's making them a little openly jealous, or will soon. All right. Harvest. Well, look at that. Okay, you planted the seed that the universe gave you. Due to your patience and growth, you're now able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. This person's like, I'm going for it. I'm not living like this. The stress and the anxiety of the jealousy and things like that. Yeah, look, we got that sensual healing. Sexual healing can be used to reconnect your bodies, release some tension, and enjoy pleasure. This is someone that's straight up like, I'm going for it. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. More S on my table. Tell me what that means, okay? I'm gonna pull from this last deck. I mean, these have been pretty straightforward. It's not been a lot of convoluted. Like, I do see some of you where there's people with regrets. This is a pile of, like, I wanted to say the word entities, but attachments and regrets. But I didn't have time for that today. So be on standby for memberships. If it's not already up, there will be a secret admirer video specific to members. And in that one, I'm going to go even more in depth with love, as well as other people like secretly admiring you. Like I mentioned, those attachments, like if you want to know, just so you can be aware of it. Like some of you like to do energy clearing, or some of you just like to be on standby to know who's all up in your business, things like that. I plan on doing one of those soon. Okay. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. I'm telling you, it's not going to be a secret for long. That's this person. That's their energy. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. You know, this full moon in Cancer happens during Capricorn season, which rules this. So this person may have other priorities. We do have a harvest here. We have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, this is someone that is very career oriented. This is someone that's deeply religious and or spiritual. Because I have time to heal. Where is it? Needing time, taking time, healing, progressing. This is someone that may be doing like spiritual ascension. They may be like doing spiritual cleansing, healing, things like that. So like it's someone that seems to be prioritizing their career, they're prioritizing their spirituality, and that may be kind of what's in the way. So it's like career, check, religious factor, spirituality, check, harvest, check. Okay, express your love. That kind of seems to be the thing. But for whatever reason, in this person expressing their love and the revelation, because we asked the next move, right? It feels like jealousy. That's the revelation, is the jealousy, okay? So let me know in the comments what's going on with that. I'm going to give you your advice and close you out. My advice for my Christmas holly wreath, please. Hey, you know what? Y'all are killing me with this because some of you are picking multiple piles. Because some of the same cards came out, but leadership. So take the initiative. Take the initiative. Some of you are being explicitly told to prioritize your spirituality and ascension, prioritize your career, and take the leadership, the initiative. And then you have separation is distance. We have long distance, which is travel. We have safe travel. Okay, some of you are being told now I don't know where that applies, so take it as it resonates. Letter L could be relevant, and more S energy. Go get your person, right? Because long distance means the traveling, and you have safe travel. Like, go get them. Others of you, it's saying take the initiative to travel. Something about traveling. Let me know where that's relevant, but leadership and traveling, safe travels towards leadership. We're talking about spiritual ascension. We talk about career ascension. That prioritize all of those things. But when it comes to this person specifically, there will be some type of initiative that you'll need to take when it comes to this person, whether, especially if there's distance and you know you'll need to travel to them. That's the thing. Okay, so that is all I have for you today. My pile number 2. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join the crew, especially now that we have more exclusive content on the channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile 3, my red rose. Let's see who has a secret crush on you and their potential next move. So for those of you that are new here, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. This is a group. So the person that's like on your table, right? I say it every pile because it's important. A lot of attachments and energy step through, but there's always one that I try to peel through, the one that's most probable, the one that's most likely, someone you'll be interested in, that's most possibly likely to make the move, right? Because that's the goal, to peel through all of that stuff, at least in the collective reads, okay? This person, very antsy, very active, very motion based. This is someone that's always looking ahead. They're always looking to move on. And I don't know if this is how they've maneuvered their connections, but it feels like something about you, your energy, your interactions with them, whatever it is, it's just kind of put them on like a bit of a pause. Like, hold on. Something about the red rose. It's very classical, it's very traditional, but the red rose, something about this particular red rose is standing out. I don't know why, but just something about this person. They don't really linger long. Like, I don't want to make it seem like they jump from person to person, because I don't even know if that's true. Some of you maybe, but this is something about the energy of you just feels like this person seems like it just takes a lot to hold their attention, just generally, because they're always looking to advance. They're always looking ahead. Maybe someone in a bit of a pause, maybe someone in a bit of a break. I have a time for healing. I mean, time to breathe out here. And before that, a time for healing was there, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, this card came out before I even had time to register that I switched the shuffle, because originally it was time to heal. and now it's time to breathe out. So even the cards are moving funny, right? And I have this deck completely in a wrong positioning from what I've been doing everything else. So I'll leave it there because this person also is very particular. So there's a certain way that they do things and it makes sense. So I'm going to leave the deck where it is because it makes sense. But that aside, I led with this person's particular. This person's always looking ahead. Their attention is not held for very long in any situation or setting because it feels a little serious. We've got the Justice here, which is all about commitment and like binding yourself legally to a certain situation. Like it's a commitment card, right? In the most legal of sense, right? At the bottom here, I have the Chaser, right? So it's like someone that's like, I'm going for it. And even at the bottom here, you've got the Secret Admirer. I mentioned commitment. Didn't see that there. But you see what I'm saying? Like you got the Secret Admirer card and the Secret Admirer reading. So this person's a bit fixated. So this is the pile. This pile is the definition of Secret Admirer. So let me get your overview. I know I've been talking for a little bit. It's been about 3 minutes, but all of that is channeled energy. That's just this person's energy. So some of you are excited or not because you were able to identify the person just based on what I'm saying. So we'll keep going. So Red Rose, please. They have a secret crush on you. What's their potential next move? Let's see. Tell me about this person. I will take both. I guess I will take both. See, some of you, it could be 2 people, could be something about the number 2. I get that. Okay, so let me see what this is. Let me see what this is. I've got luck and beauty. Oh, that's sweet. This is someone that feels lucky to have met you. They feel so lucky to have met someone so beautiful, whether we're talking about physical beauty or just beautiful in, you know, like beautiful soul, beautiful spirit, beautiful energy. I have orchids on the channel. Those may be piles you've come from. If not, and you love this style format of reading, go to the orchids, okay? That's you. That's you. But this person feels so lucky to have encountered someone as beautiful as you, as whatever their definition of beauty is. And it feels like a certain energy that you have that I mentioned they can't quite shake it. And that's part of the secret admiring part. Like that's the secret admiring part of this person. Because this feels like someone that's very good at kind of going after the things they want in life. And so something about you, there is a certain pause to see. So I'm going to keep pulling cards. I'm not going to, this is not a slow moving person, so I'm going to do it. Confidence, right? So something about whether this person needs to acquire some confidence, whether this person admires your confidence. I'm trying to get you in frame. Give me a moment. Good to go. Yeah, I mean, they admire your beauty, they admire your confidence, they feel so lucky. You may come across as a very fortunate person. They admire that. And I'm going to keep trucking along because something about it, you just seem like a real catch, a real prize in this person's eyes. So, and maybe the secret admiring factor here is someone that's like kind of observing you a little bit because they want to see, like the more they learn, the more confident they are in their desire, if that makes sense. It's an interesting energy. If I sound nonchalant, it's because I'm like stepping into this person's energy and I'm already ready to move on to another reading. Like as soon as I stepped in with this pile, I'm like, nah, I'm not really feeling the secret admirer thing anymore. It's time to do the next reading. And I'm like, no, you're not done. But it's like this person's already ready to move on to something else. And that could be like an experience they're having in their life. I may be identifying them with this energy, but it's like, no, I'm just ready for the next thing. You know. Maybe you're the next thing. Yeah, I mentioned that rapid pace energy. I've got the 8 of Wands here. Could be next day, next week, but just much faster than you would expect. That's this person's energy. That's typically how they move. It's typically how they maneuver this life. But it does feel like this is not a secret admirer pile. It's like I'm secretly admiring the red rose, but I'm moving. Like that's kind of the energy. Like I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to act. I'm ready to do the thing. So I don't know what would be stalling that. depending on who this is. Got the Three of Swords. Okay. Okay. Cards coming out quick. King of Pentacles. You know, I like this depiction because, yeah, it's like money, which Pentacles rules, but like I mentioned someone that's kind of like looking ahead. This is someone that's kind of like looking at trends and analyzing things and whatnot to see what, like how to move, how to proceed and things like that. What's at the bottom before I start talking about the thing that's holding this person back? Okay, Devil. That's a career control issues. Hermit. Both cards representing work came out just now, but Hermit talks about isolation. I did mention that time, that space, that quiet time energy. What does it say here? Yeah, time to breathe out, taking a pause before moving. It's kind of like, let me collect myself before I get involved with the red rose. That's kind of the vibe here. Right now I do have, I know those of you that like signs, I have King of Pentacles. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Hermit is ruled by Virgo. Okay, so it is, that actually would be a card of, I mentioned the trends and the analysis and things like that. It doesn't have to be literal, but it is someone that would be heavy into like their routine, their health, their wellness, things like that. Okay, so where else am I going with this? That Eight of Wands feels like a quick heartbreak, a quick loss, like, because three of swords is kind of pain, right? Like it is pain, and it's cutting like through the heart, typically depicted. So this is someone that may be dealing with something like that. They may have a lot going on in that way, or could truly just be the fear of rejection, right? Because the person thinks very highly of you. Like, again, they feel like they would be lucky to have you engage them on a romantic level. Okay, so you know, confidence could be they're not certain that you're not going to hurt their feelings, right? Especially with the Hermit as someone that's a bit more inside to themselves, in their head. Like I mentioned, this person moves around quick, like they don't really, it takes a lot to hold their attention. If any other cards had come out to support this energy, I probably would like, yeah, this is a person that dates around a lot, because not because they're wrong or a bad person, or that it's even wrong to date around if they're single, because like some people is just like, I'm just trying to find my person, let me just keep dating until I hit. You know what I mean? This person is actually the opposite of that. So that's why we have that confidence here, and we have that Hermit, which is kind of like to myself isolation. This isn't a person that likes dating. They feel a little bit awkward, they feel a little bit analytical, and those types tend to struggle socially. Not saying they're weird or not good at being in social settings, they just tend to prefer not to, if that makes sense. It doesn't feel like it makes sense to consistently jump from person to person, social setting to social setting. It could actually be a bit draining to people like that. That's why they have that Hermit energy, like to be to themselves, because it helps them rest and recuperate, especially if they work in busy fields like they may with the Eight of Wands. You never, like, I don't know. I'm just getting a little bit of a loud environment, quiet person, and in them not being very outgoing, I'll say, in that way. When we talk about like dating and pursuing people, it seems like they do lack confidence in knowing exactly what to do and how to pursue you, because they don't do it often. They don't have enough historical data to be comfortable enough doing it, right? This is a person that's like, I know historically this has happened and this is how I proceed. Like they're very comfortable doing things they're familiar with. They're very comfortable in their routine. So anything that's different, new, and away from things that they're familiar with, it throws them off completely. Like it completely throws them off. Okay, so I love that this person's whole energy came through. That way it helps, because the point of this is, yeah, I want to see what the person's watching you for and what they're thinking and all of that, but I would much prefer you knowing who it is, right? I feel like this pile is a good job of knowing who it is. Tell me more about my red rose. Who's secretly admiring my red rose? Got two. Hey, you know what? You had the chaser. Now you got the runner. Fear of intimacy. Come on. Clear up. Running away. Intensity, letting go, turmoil, and fleeting. Okay, so this could be someone that got really nervous and ran from you, or someone that you got really nervous and ran from. And honestly, it could be both at different periods of time, because we got the chaser at first and then we got the runner. So somebody's chasing, somebody's running, and it could be at different times, okay? I've got hammer, sabotage, rebuild, persistent, working on it, repairing. Polarity. With these two together, it feels like, okay, someone, I'm not going to say you or them, right? Because this is someone you are familiar with enough because for them to be analyzing you as deep as it feels like they are, okay? Or have done so historically in spaces that they've shared with you. The runner and the rebuild feels like someone running to fix something, okay? Chasing to repair something, okay? Where they feel like they may have sabotaged themselves in some way. So I don't know if that's you or if that's this person. Like this person could be watching you because they feel you've done that, right? Or they could be watching you because they feel like they've done that and they're trying to see if they can comment. Okay, I want to pull more because we do have addiction, which is someone that is actively watching. Like it says codependent, obsession, restraint, possession, control, emotional block. Okay, so it's a thing. So let me see. I've got blowing, kiss, unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection, return. This is someone that, I don't know. So some of you, I have a lot of energy coming through, so bear with me. Some of you, this is a person that feels like you were interested in them at some point, and they're hoping, like they're trying to figure out a way to make sure you know that they return the affection, and that they hoping that they haven't sabotaged. Okay, some of you, this is someone that's been actively interested in you. They feel like they've made that clear, and they're trying to figure out a way to see how to get the confirmation from you if you're interested without getting their feelings hurt if you're not. Does that make sense? It's like, I need to confirm with that red rose that they're interested in me the way that I'm interested in them, but because it feels like a highly sensitive person, because those types typically don't like being wrong. And not only when it comes to like love and romance, being wrong with love and romance, not only did you misread the data in this person's mind, right? They're a lot, I know. They also got their feelings hurt because they were invested emotionally. So not only are they wrong if they mess up in love, because they don't do wrong. Like they're never wrong. They don't make mistakes. This is the personality type that doesn't think they make mistakes. They're like, I'm never wrong. I always know what's going on. And then, and I am laughing at the person, by the way. But they also were like, oh no, not only am I wrong, but I'm wrong in a way that got my feelings hurt. Absolutely not. So that's why they're scary like that when it comes to having the confidence in romance. Okay. So let me see what's at the bottom. Yeah, look at you. Healing heart, healing heartbreak, toxicity, addiction, abusive relationship. Addiction can be a thing. This person may have a bit of a codependent nature when it comes to love. Like they know they love hard. So they stay away because they know like when they get locked in, they're completely locked in and they don't like the risk that's associated with it. Hence this running, chasing energy that could be this person's nature and history. But there is a healing of a heartbreak here. There's a repairing here. There's a healing heart here. The Three of Swords is a broken heart. Like this is a person that's really been having their heart broken in the past. It's probably why they keep to themselves. Probably why they don't. It's hard to keep their interest. But again, for whatever reason you have. So let me pull Melon Pop, get more, and see more about this person because they are secretly admiring you. We do have that card. We did see that. Tell me more about my pile number 3, my red rose. Okay, I got 2, and I think I'll pull one more. Alien, unique, misunderstood, unknowns, mystery, and intriguing. So some of you, this is actually someone you would least expect. Some of you are surprised right now based on who I'm telling you it is. Others of you, this is just a person that's a little bit different, a little bit quirky, possibly a little misunderstood because they keep to themselves, right? I see that. Just a little bit unique, a little bit eccentric, and things like that. But they do have a bit of a misunderstood demeanor. It's probably why I feel like there's a slight, it's not loud, but there feels like a slight miscommunication on my table with this person. And yeah, Secret Admirer came out. So it says crush, stranger love, daydreaming, and surprises. I mean, yeah, you got a secret admirer, that's for sure. Ugly sweater happens around Christmas time. That could be relevant. This is a Christmas reading, Christmas themed reading. Tell me about my pile number 3, please. Who's secret admiring them? What's their potential next move? Well, I don't know what all of this is, but I guess we'll take it for the sake of time. We got birth, pregnancy, new projects, children, and new love. So this is a person that has been taken advantage of when it comes to love and romance, right? I got the chaser, I got the love of the runner. Now I got to inflame. This possibly is someone that kind of believes in those types of terms. I know a lot of you here do. So this person feels like someone that may have gotten hurt and jaded when it comes to love and romance because of them attaching themselves to labels. Because you know, I always fuss about those labels. I use them because the reality is you guys are searching it and it helps you find a love readings and things like that. But when people cling too hard to that twin flame energy, it can be a lot in terms of the energy that channels through, because it's just certain things that people do and deal with that I just don't believe people should be doing and dealing with when they feel like they've met their quote-unquote twin flame. Like half of the issue, if we would get people to kind of detach from that label, it's like you wouldn't be dealing with this person if you weren't trying to call them like your twin flame. So stop that. Like that's why I'm always like throwing a fit, because you know I want the best for you guys. I don't judge you for liking the labels, because I use decks that have the labels. Look at me. But it feels like someone that's been taken advantage of. Gold digger is a person that's kind of wanting to connect with you for all the wrong reasons. It doesn't have to be a literal depiction. It doesn't have to be a feminine depiction. Now, a lot of you here are feminine expressions. So the people coming on my table are typically masculine in nature. If that's not you, then you just sit tight and find yourself in the story. But the dominant collective energy is going to come through. So those of you that are feminine, that are attracted to masculines, do see heavy earth-based, earth sign dominant masculine that may have a history of just attracting the wrong types of people. And y'all can't be judgmental because y'all do it too. That's why you're on my channel. But that's just what it feels like, being attracted to and attracting the wrong types of people. Yes. Now I have luck on my table 2 times because the call card says luck and we've got luck. So something around the theme of luck. This person does seem to feel lucky. This possibly, like some of you, this person is completely locked in and like they're hiding and things like that because they may truly believe you're their twin flame. Depending on, you know, if they know those labels, how they feel about those labels. And if they don't know what that label means, that's kind of just a symbol for the intensity of the liking. Because I did mention this person doesn't really attach very easily. When they do attach, they attach very hard, right? And it becomes like a deep quote unquote love. But like, it's hard to keep their interest. So they have to feel this way to even be actively watching you. Because that's, if you ask me, the reader, the personality type I have on my table does not secretly admire people. They don't watch people. They don't, what's the word? Fawn over people from afar. Like they don't have time for that. They don't, like that's just not, they don't normally care enough for that. I know that sounds bad, but I mean, it's a half empty, half full perspective, right? The good news is this person's not all hopping from place to place. They keep to themselves. Okay. That's what I've got. So let me pull from this other deck. But it is an intense liking on this person's end. So I do see this person wanting to connect with you. We do have a call on the table. So it's that. Tell me more about my red rose. Who's secretly marrying my red rose? What is this person on the table's next move when it comes to the red rose? Sorry, I mean knock everything all over the place. I'm telling you, the energy here is antsy. Is like I'm just ready to get to it. Maybe that's this person. Like I'm just ready to get to it. I'm ready to get to it when it comes to the red rose. What is this? New start is coming, new moon. Yeah, this person's like wanting a fresh start. So whether that's a fresh start with you, if there's any history, or just feeling like a cycle with you would just be a completely fresh start. That's probably why they feel so lucky. Like something about you just feels new love, right? Just feeling really good, really passionate in that twin flame energy, that desire to chase, the healing of the heart, the beauty, the confidence, like all of that just feels like I'm just ready for this new start. I'm ready for this new era of life. I want to do it with the red rose. Let's ride. That's what I'm getting here, okay? Let me see what's at the bottom. A personal issue reaches resolution. So something about, okay, so whatever that personal issue is, if you know someone that's dealing with someone that's personal, something that's personal like that, like anyone that you would be attracted to around you, there we go, because it basically, and this is going to come up in Capricorn season for those of you that keep up with that real time. It's just something about resolving that personal thing that they've got going on, whatever that is, going to be different for everybody. They want that fresh start as soon as that smooths over, whatever that is, because that's a very generic thing. So I've got 2 more decks. I'm going to get you some advice regarding this person, but I feel like we got a very in-depth spread on who this is. So I asked, what's the next move? It feels like to handle whatever they have going on outside of you, outside of everything else, and then something about a new start. Okay, tell me about who's secretly admiring my red rose. What do we need to know about this person? What do we need to know about this person? Yeah, I told you. So if I mean, it could be someone you have an attachment to historically. It doesn't have to be romantic, just someone you're familiar with in some way. If there's distance, because we did have runner chaser and that darn twin flame card, if there's distance for whatever reason, whether circumstantial or just separation, a personal issue reaches resolution, and then we have reconciliation following that. I can't talk today, y'all. But it does say someone from your past is returning to your life. So it could be someone that's missing you on some level. That doesn't always mean ex, because sometimes y'all are in the comments like no old people, no exes. That doesn't, like, think about when you're, especially if you go out a lot, or even if you don't, if you go out from time to time, how many people do you encounter, right, on a consistent basis that you see regularly, especially if you have your distinct places you go. It could be anybody. You know what I mean? Like, so just sit tight. It doesn't have to be somebody old. We got deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Someone is pretending regarding something, whether that's pretending to be disinterested, pretending they're not watching you, like something about deception is here. Okay. I think that's just that sneaky energy of the because you have secret admirer here. That's a very sneaky energy. So if you're wondering this person being sneaky, yes, absolutely. And that's for those of you that know who it is after I've described this person. If you don't, still being sneaky. When you realize who it is, you'll be like, yeah, this person's been sneaky. Tell me more. Red Rose. Who is... Okay. I have a maturing energy of exploration. It says, take a ride and explore new scenery or each other's thoughts. This feels like someone that wants to learn more about you. Okay, I'll take that in the bottom. Deeper, yeah, wants to get to know you better, wants to explore a deeper intimacy with you. Okay, it says feelings of emotional closeness and love allow you to feel safe, desired, and more connected to your partner. So this is someone that definitely, that's the goal, that's the desire, is a deeper intimacy with you. We got playfulness. Playtime is essential for relationships. Have a little fun, recapturing romance with your partner. Yeah, this person, they want to go as deep as they can with you, right? They want to have serious conversations with you. But they also want to have fun, okay? And this could be someone that you have that history with. So let me get your advice regarding this person, and we'll close it out. What advice do we have for my Red Rose pile regarding their secret admirer. We have change and success trying to creep out on us. What advice do we have for my red rose? Success is on my table. So you chase success. You do what's going to make you feel successful. Anything that's going to make you feel lucky, abundant, and successful. Because that's how this person sees you anyway. And then we've got resilience. So be resilient towards success. So if you know who this is and you're interested in this person, you can engage and do all of the things to be, you just see what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, be resilient towards success. That could be towards all of your goals in life, including the type of connection you're seeking. Because if you know who this person is, especially if it's someone you wouldn't have expected it to be, you can definitely lighten up a little bit and engage a little more so it's clearer to this person that you're interested. Okay? Because I think sometimes some of you on the channel have a little bit difficulty with that. And that's okay. We don't judge. I just want to make you aware. Okay. So that is all I have for you today. My red rose pile. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join the crew, especially since we have some exclusive content on our channel now. Thank you for watching. All right, pile 4, my gold and red poinsettia pile. Let's see who has a secret crush on you and their potential next move. So for those of you that are new, I read in channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. Something about this person, I've already channeled a little bit. It's funny to me because this person's, whatever the next move is, this is not going to be a secret crush for much longer, because the next thing they do is going to be something, I'm channeling the words out of the ordinary. So maybe it's chaotic, but it's just going to be, there is going to be no preparation. Like they're going to just go for it without feeling completely ready. So it may be a little bit awkward or whatever. Okay. That's how I'm getting this person's energy. So let me just start pulling cards and see what's going on with this group. Gold and red poinsettia. Who's secretly admiring gold and red poinsettia, please? Who is this person? This came out, what is this? Purple is a relevant color. Something about the color purple, okay? I'm going to take them both. Purple iris, wisdom, beauty, orchid, okay? You know what? So I don't want to be like dramatic, but y'all know where I'm from. I'm from Louisiana. So it feels like Mardi Gras because I've got purple, I've got like the yellow gold, and obviously it's plant, so there's like green. So something about Mardi Gras colors. I love that. If you're not familiar with that holiday, just look it up. That time of year may be relevant for you. Okay, especially if you're not familiar with the holiday, it might just be the time of year. Okay, but we've got beauty, we've got wisdom. Orchid piles may be yours. That may be a thing. So let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. This is a person that thinks you're very attractive. They think you're very like knowledgeable. Think you're very intelligent, right? Because they feel like you're beautiful and wise. Okay, and then look who's back. You know, something about the energy when we talk about secret admirers is very persistent energy. It's a not going away, because this was actually at the bottom of the reset before I re-cleansed the deck, because it was already at the bottom of the reset for one of the previous piles. I don't remember, but daisies are here. We have those on our channel in a variety of forms. We also have peacocks on the channel in a variety of forms. So it's a very innocent vibe, and that makes sense with the energy that we channeled of this person just not being quite ready. They're just going to go for it. It's maybe a little bit awkward, a little bit uncomfortable, because there's this very sweet energy, like, oh, I think pile 4 is so like attractive, and I think they know a lot of things, and that's the vibe of this individual. So I think that's really cute. I think that's sweet. So feels a little young just because of the purity of the innocence that's coming through. But this is a person that like likes you a lot. This person's like, oh, well, I think pile 4 would fit in really well with my family. We got Wheel of Fortune here. Would be very fortunate. That's cute. Tell me more about my pile number 4's secret admirer, please. Maturing energy of the Queen of Wands. Okay. Tell me more about person secretly admiring you. Things like that. All right, we got Queen of Pentacles. Right. This is a very interesting energy that I've gotten on table. I don't know if I've gotten it like that. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. I got a whole scenario. This is great. I love it. Just because I don't know that I've gotten this before. And if I have, not often enough to remember. So at first I'm like, okay, this may be someone asking about someone feminine in nature. Could still be the case because I've got two feminines on the table. I got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. But these two queens came through as very, very active. Now, some of you, this could be you have two secret admirers. You got two queens, one Queen of Wands, one Queen of Pentacles, both ready to go. And it's up to you, right? But these Queen of Wands feel a lot more mature. Like, I feel like this innocence made me feel like these queens of wands, these queens are very, they feel matriarchal. And I don't normally read my queens in that way. And this maturing energy of the Six of Wands lets me know like something about feeling like victorious and things like that when it comes to just life, right? Like feeling successful, feeling like you're winning something. And I don't know who these two queens are, but they feel like an energy of someone feeling like this would be a success, this would be a win, especially when we talk about an emperor. Okay? Because I've got 3 people on my table now. Some of you, this is, I mean, maybe go to those other piles, the daisy, the orchids, things like that, just so that you kind of know what's going on. But like, I feel 2 queens kind of orchestrating something or connecting in some way regarding this emperor. I don't know who that is or what's going on. I'm going to keep pulling cards though, because as soon as I saw the 2 queens, I'm like, that's weird because it feels like a connect, right? It feels like a connecting, like these 2 are connecting. And that could be, like, everyone's welcome here. We could be talking about same-sex couples, okay? But in that, it still feels like 2 that are engaging. So you're going to have to let me know in the comments who these 2 mature queens are, feeling very successful when we talk about like an emperor. Because an emperor is someone that conquers, is very masculine, kind of like king energy, like ultimate king energy, if that makes sense. And like I said, they're very active. They're orchestrating, they're planning, they're strategizing, they're maneuvering, they're meddling. That's the word. That's the word. So I don't know what that's all about. But there is a meddlesome energy that I'm not used to seeing on my table. So let me see what's going on here. Tell me more about person secretly admiring my gold and red poinsettia. Why is that in reverse? The golden mirror. Narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. Okay, well, I like seeing that in reverse. It's that innocence, right? Because someone that's not very selfish, that's very selfless. They're not, honestly, not self-aware in a very sweet, naive way, like, if that makes sense. Let me get more. Grounding in reverse. Stability, security, performance, growth, endurance. So this is someone that's not like grounded enough to kind of know what's going on around them, if I'm not being quite honest. If I'm being quite honest, let me say it like that. I'm going to pull a few more because I don't know why this pile is so chaotic and why I have 3 people on my table, okay? You know, from time to time I get a secret admirer pile where it's that busy. So wedding, rings, union, marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. Yeah, so I mean, it feels like at least 1, feels actually like 2, possibly even 3 individuals meddling. Meddling in a certain situation. So Why is it coming out in your secret admirer reading? Because there may be someone secretly admiring you, but like those of you, especially those of you that spend a lot of time around a lot of more mature than you people, right? So like if you consider yourself to be fairly younger in comparison to some of the older, like maybe you have like mentors, maybe you have like advisors, maybe you have like aunts, uncles, right? Your parents, if you're close like that, that are like all up in your business. A good example of what I'm seeing is kind of like younger people with older hobbies. Like if like you know how when younger people are a little more religious, they spend a lot of time in like religious homes, like church, temple, and all of that. So they spend a lot of time with like older people. That's what I'm feeling. So it's like I'm getting a vibe of like spending a lot of time possibly with a lot more, being close with more mature people, and these people kind of like meddling in your business. So like they're admiring you because they do see you as all of these things. They love your innocence, your beauty, your wisdom. They think you're wise beyond your years old soul, but like they also seem to have somebody in mind for you. Okay, so I'm getting a bunch of different scenarios. So like I see possibly two more matriarchal people kind of trying to persuade an emperor. And then I also see like an emperor being like engaged, if that makes sense. Like it feels like people trying to set you up. That's what it feels like for this group. I don't know what's going on because I wasn't expecting this pile, but it's some people, person, older people around. I wasn't even considering the wisdom, like the mature people around. They want to see you married, okay? And they don't think that you're self-absorbed or grounded enough to realize like, oh no, it's time for power forward to settle down. Like they kind of decided for you. I think it's funny when like other people step through in their nosy ways and meddlesome ways, but like it feels like they're actively wanting to set you up with someone. They do seem to have someone in mind. This is not gender specific because even if you are this emperor, they've already decided like, okay, it's time to start finding somebody. And I think they may have, maybe it's in one of these other piles, but they seem to be thinking like, yeah, chaser, fear of abandonment, chasing, codependencies. Like they are chasing you down. They kind of know who they want to set you up with a little bit. So some of you, it's going to be the emperor. Some of you, it's going to be one of these queens, like in essence, because everything on the table has a dual meaning. But there's somebody that like, they're like, no, it's about time for Power 4 to start looking to get married. So let's start rolling with it. Let's start doing what we have to do. Let's start trying to invite people around we know they're going to be attracted to. Like that's the thing. We got Girl with the Snake, Charmed, or Use, Enable Boundaries, Phoenix, New Phase, Rekindle, Renew, and Growth, Change Mind, Rise from Ashes. Especially if you have a history of like dating people they don't like if they don't feel like you have good taste, because they feel like some of you, they feel like you're innocent and you're easy to take advantage of. They're like, they already kind of have it on their mind. What's going on? Cut down, cutting out, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. Because there is a secret admirer on the table that is possibly watching you, that has used you or has tried to use you in some capacity before. So you got a bunch of different people. It's not a one person pile, by the way. I'm just reading the dominant energy. So there is someone lingering in the background that has used you, tried to get over in some way. And then we also have these really protective, like more mature people that are like, no, it's time for this person to settle down. We got this. It's not up to them. It's up to us. And I think it's hilarious because I'm the reader. So I just think it's funny. We've got gifts here, material, spiritual gifts, magic, presence, love. All right. Some of you, they think you'll like settling down will help you change, evolve, and morph in the most effective, efficient ways. Like it'll be really good for you to settle down. This feels like my pile of being chronically single. And the more mature people around you are just like, no, let's do something about it. Especially if there's someone that they feel like you have chemistry with or would. That's the thing. We got beach, ocean, water, cleanse, force, subconsciousness. Yeah, the energy seems to be like, yeah, they don't know any better. Power 4 doesn't know any better. We know better. We're going to figure this out, right? Because the subconscious mind is the mind that you don't necessarily have access to. It's kind of where you avoid yourself. So they're like, no. And then I do associate like oceans with maternal energy. So it's a very maternal vibe, even if it's not your actual or their actual parents. Like, because some of you, these are maternal figures surrounding some sort of a masculine that are like, yep, we like this golden red poinsettia, like this is gonna be a go. We're gonna make sure we support this and encourage this. And then others of you, if you're more like a masculine expression, they're like, no, we've got some ideas, and like they're gonna try to set you up without you realizing it. Because this seems like a type of medicine person or people that would like, oh, let's have a gathering and invite everybody that they want to connect. Like, I don't know why that's a pile today, but I'm actually here for it because it's such a unique energy. But I mean, I'm going to be honest, the people around you don't seem to have boundaries. Like, they've decided some certain things. So you may need to set boundaries in place because they seem to be fully prepared to like come to meddle in your business. Yeah, exactly. I know what I'm talking about. Because some of y'all like, honest girl, where are you getting this from? You're just making this up. Storyline. I know it's the holiday season. No, you got manipulation, control, influence, devious, trick, exploitative, fool. That also, if you've been the type to be taken advantage of, that's kind of why you've got all this meddlesome energy around you. Some of you, the person admiring you or being pushed on you that may not even know you yet, because some of you, it's a person that doesn't know you, it's the elders know, okay, depending on your settings. They've kind of decided already, and they know this person has a history. Like, they're like, no, this person's so good, they're so innocent, it's going to be perfect for power 4. Just wait. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about, because it feels like, you know, the older people that you can't say anything to, they're like, no, I know what I'm talking about. So they've decided to meddle. Ooh, y'all need to set boundaries. I'm not gonna lie, just because I do think you're gonna like this person, or they're gonna like this person, or whatever. But it's so nosy. It's so nosy. Let me see. Can maybe get like 2 more from this deck. Absolutely not with all of this. Yeah, hot sauce, attractive, feisty, honor roll, temperature, climate, and debates. Yeah, debates, like going back and forth. Like, no, I think, you know, like, you sure power 4 is going to be interested? Yeah, I'm sure power 4 is going to be interested. I know the emperor's type. I know power 4's type, blah, blah, blah. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's a back and forth of meddling. And beaches are, and subconscious energy is like hidden energy, like on the low, like keeping it like under wraps. Like, don't tell them because they'll get mad. Like, don't tell power 4, they'll get mad. Don't tell this person, they'll get mad. I'm just gonna like make it feel like it was there. Like, I'm just gonna set it up like and let them stumble upon each other. You get what I'm saying? Like, we like meddling without like trying to get away with it. Look at them. It's a little bit scandalous. I got create with me. Creation, conception, teamwork, new beginnings. Tell me whose aunties these are, please, because I think it's hilarious. Some of you, because it's on my table. It is on my table. The good news is that it looks like I mean, it looks like they do know what they're talking about. It looks like they, yeah, win-win outcome is forecast. It looks like they actually know what they're talking about. So let's see, because it does feel, it feels like a pile. I'll tell you the perspective, because it's hard because I'm not getting direct secret admirer reading. I'm getting the meddlesome people. So it's the energy of this pile is like, I'm not really getting like, I'm not able to see the person that's secretly admiring you directly, even if they exist at this point of you getting a reading. I'm getting a vibe of it's people on the outside and looking at you like, no, that pile 4 would be really good with this type of person. I know just the person. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibe. So maybe you'll find more in one of the orchid piles, in the daisy pile. Peacock piles are something, so maybe go there as well. But if you have that energy, it just feels like people wanting to meddle. And even if it's not like your people that are meddling, someone Because some of you are going to be like, no, I don't have that many elders around me that would be in my business like that. Maybe not. But you know what? It feels like someone that could be good for you does. Like somebody has mother, grandmother, aunt, sister, something that's like, you know what? I really want to see what would happen if I got these two in the same place. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of where I'm going. That's where I'm going with this. And it feels like a secret admirer coming from there. Like the person actually being interested in you, you being interested in them. But I don't know that's a secret at that point other than the meddlesome person, people on the table. So let me get this. We're not going to take too much longer. We're going to close it out. I've got 3 more decks and some advice for you. We got to take time to breathe out. I'm going to pull one more because the way that I'm reading that is... everything about this pile is a bit different from what I'm used to. So I want time to breathe out. Confidence is a key to success. New Moon in Leo. It's at the bottom. Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. We do have some eclipses next year. Feels like winter time, okay? Because Leo season is summer. Reverse Aquarius season, winter. So that's a time. Just work with me. What I'm getting here is, so to take time to breathe out is kind of pause and don't turn down invitations. Like, you know how when people like get really busy and they're like, no, I don't have time to go do the thing or whatever. Like the time to breathe out is like, make sure you make space for breaks, because it feels like the breaks, the invitations are something you need to be doing. Because confidence is your key to success. Upright will be a very dominant person. Like, this is what I'm doing. I'm setting my ways. I need to go and be prioritizing this thing. In reverse is like, don't be overly confident. Be a little bit humble and just simmer down a little bit. I know that's not what that says, but that's the energy that's on the table. Okay? And if you do that, you'll see some powerful change. Let me see. Show me the next move. Just tell me more about this person. I mean, it does feel like, I know this pile is chaos, but it feels like people that think very, very highly of you, that see you as exceptional, and they have a person, maybe even 2 in some instances, depending on who you are, where you fall, people that they consider to be equally as exceptional. Like, that's where the meddlesome, nosy behavior is coming from. It's like, okay, this is a person like my nephew. Like, this nephew, this is my heart, my prized possession. You know how people are about their favorites and things like that, especially people that are doing well. Like, this is my favorite nephew. I got somebody for my favorite nephew, things like that. Or my niece. Like, that's kind of that's what this pile feels like. Like, they see you as like the creme de la creme, and they want to make sure that their version of the creme de la creme gets access to you before somebody else snatches you up, regardless of your gender. So it's flattering. It's nosy, but it's flattering. And that's the secret admirers. Like, people are like, I wonder if Pile 4 would be interested in my son, niece, nephew, godchild. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's like that. Tell me more about who's secretly admiring. And it makes sense. You got the peacock here and the orchid. I think that's a different pile. That was a pile like that too. So stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. If you are the type that kind of isolates and things like that, like you don't go out much and participate, that's why this pile is like that. I think the message is, no, you may not have an active secret admirer right now. And when I say secret admirer, I mean like in real life, like someone that you would entertain, that you would date, that would be good for you. And it's not because it's not available to you. It's because with the take time to breathe out and the kind of participating a little bit, like, there's a lot of reasons to be optimistic about your love life romantically, Pile 4. You just need to make sure, like, you're engaged, because you have, like, it's a lot of people that see you as the creme de la creme, and they want to make sure you have access to the creme de la creme as well. Okay, so a new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Where did that person from the beginning go? I felt like I channeled a person. I do feel like I channeled a person. If that person, because I feel like they slipped in and then they like pull back. It's like, oh no, I've been seen. You know what I mean? Like this may truly be a secret admirer, because I feel like I got an energy, I got a person, and then that person like hid behind those two matriarchal people. And maybe this is me telling too much truth, and you'll be able to see who that is just based on me saying it like that. But this person ducked off behind like as soon as like the maternal figures and like the older people stepped in, this person like ducked off behind them. So I don't know who that is. They may actually be interested in you, and maybe like, you know how people like, I know my godchild, they're scary. You know what I mean? Like that's what I get. It's gonna be fine. Go outside, participate, and if you are interested in love, like this reading, people that click this reading, you're usually interested in love. Go outside and let these old people set you up, okay? Especially if you're really young, just go outside, okay? Because that's what I'm getting. Unless you have someone specific on your mind, and do the thing, because it feels like the people around see you as everything and then some. Like people see you as everything and then some. So if you're single, it's by choice. Literally by choice, because it also seems like you have a lot of quote-unquote quality options to get to know. You should be able to check off at least half of your boxes just from the people that are meddling. Because the people that are meddling. They're like, okay, well, this person, you're going to be interested in them. They have this, they have that. They're like this, they're like that. You said you were interested in this type of person. Like they've already done that, right? Clarity. Exactly. They've already done half of the checks. So all you have to do is see if the chemistry is there, apparently. So I love it. I love this pile coming through. So let me get ready to close you out. Yeah. Pay attention to what these people are saying. I don't know why I got a pile of listen to these people as they're encouraging you to pursue whoever how, okay? I'm not saying like let them be all up in your business, but they know something, they see something, their intuition is going off about something, because we have listen and reflect, okay? And so sometimes what a person needs is not a wise mind that speaks, but a patient heart that listens. I got final shot. Now is the time. The clock is ticking. If you never shoot your shot, then you will always wonder what if. There's that person again. So some of you, let me pinpoint. Yeah, cards are go. Some of you, this is not a person you know, and they may not even know you. It's just people like mutual, mature people, right? That are like, no, these two would connect well if we get them in the same setting and see if they hit it off. That's one of the ones that I was clear about. Some of you, that person that kind of came in, your elders, their elders, some older sister, brother, whoever, someone that's a little more feisty than one or both of you, sees a certain energy between you and this person, or that this person has towards you, since you're getting the reading, and they're like, no, that person may hesitate and drag their feet. Let me push them into pile 4. You get what I'm saying? So like the meddlesome energy where there's a distinct person on the table, it's like, no, I already know. I can tell that person's at least intrigued by pile 4. Let me push and keep pushing. Okay? That's where it is. And that's why it's like, you better listen to me. You're going to lose your shot. Like push, go talk to pile 4. Does that make sense? Y'all bring me all kinds of chaos to read every time I pull these cards. I'm going to get your advice and close you out. Your main advice is already to still go outside and participate if you're interested in love, because there's a lot of options out there for you. And if there's a specific option, then, I mean, explore it. Because, I mean, I don't know what to say. Destiny. Okay. Your advice is to follow your destiny and do what feels destined. That's so woo-woo. That's so la-la. Good fortune. But, I mean, it's the truth. Do what feels natural and what you should be doing, regardless of fear. If you know you could be more social, if you know you want to be engaged romantically, be more social, right? Do the things that you feel comfortable and confident doing, and then get more comfortable and confident doing things that also make you uncomfortable, especially when we talk about like socializing and meeting people, Because it's like you're not gonna have a connection if you're not open to meeting people. Because the fact of the matter is, I said, who is my powerful secret admirer? And the secret admirer was meddlesome people that know that you're not likely to pursue romance on your own, so they're trying to force it for you. And like when you look at yourself internally, think about what that means if you're interested in romance, which it's a love reading. So you're watching a love reading, okay? Like I said, just chase your destiny and good fortune, but be open and optimistic about your love life. Be open to meeting new people. And again, if there is someone specific that you're interested in, at least do something. You know what I mean? Like, don't just sit there, because that's what I'm getting for this pile. Because it's like people feeling like they're going to take your love life into their own hands, because that's how inactive you are. Don't be like that, okay? So that is all I have for you today. My pile number 4. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join the crew, especially since we now have exclusive content on the channel. Thank you for watching.